Are you George?
Are you June? How are you?
George.
How are you feeling?
I'm fine.
Excellent.
Thought the chairs had to be red.
Yes, well, no, we thought about it, but then we figured we'll go with what works for your house.
All right, where are you?
I'm over there, and this is you.
Okay.
Here's where we are now in your life.
Yeah.
At this stage.
Yep.
I
I'm
guess-
a mess.
Are you?
I'm a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in. My cancer's all over the place. I'm blowing up like a Goodyear blimp, and which I didn't think was supposed to happen. I thought you got lean and quite beautiful, but it's going the other way with me, and it's terminal.
You're still beautiful.
Thank you. I stopped giving my tumors names. This one was George. I'd been sucking up to you for a long time. This tumor is called George.
I don't know if I like that so much. How do you feel, though?
Oh, I'm okay.
Yeah?
I'm fine. I'm 82 years old, for heaven's sakes. Dust to dust is the way it ought to be.
We can say that, but do you feel that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. The death of the young is inexcusable, but no. You won't find many people in their 80s who aren't thinking, oh, it's about time. As long as things don't hurt too much.
As you get closer, does your thought change at all?
No. I have to-do lists. You have no idea how busy we get. My God. So I have a lot of to-do lists, and I'm very busy.
Talk about your husband.
Oh, he's neat. Oh, I wanted to marry him before I met him.
You're still with your husband?
63 years. We haven't had a fight since last night. It's been
That's your longest streak?
Yeah.
You and him talk about what you're going through?
No, but he's doing denial about as well as it can be done. He's got a fine polish on it. I had 3 doctors make a house call, sitting right in there. And my husband says in a little voice, "Why aren't we talking about her getting well?" And Larry Liebrecht, who's the biggest man in the country in palliative care, said, "Because she's not." And my guy thought that over and thought, I can't have heard that.
You didn't want to go first, right?
Oh, no. He's a lot of care, this guy. I mean, who's gonna take care of him?
Do you think about that?
All the time. That's the worst part.
I was talking to a guy that I know whose wife was very ill, and he said that you get a new kind of intimacy, a physical intimacy, which is strange, he said.
Yeah. Oh, you do. You do, and there is so much tenderness. I think we've had about 7 marriages. There's been romantic ones that they don't last that long. And there's a busy one with the kids, and then there's the career blossoming, and now we're in this tender end-of-life stuff. It's very sweet. There's a lot of cuddling, and it's very, very sweet. I think of people who turn over their marriages out of sometimes what seems to me not important reasons, in my terms of what's important, to end a marriage and break up kids, and think, oh, if you just knew, if you hang in, marriages can be boring, and marriages can have boring periods, and marriages can have periods of a lot of irritation, but if the basics are there, it's worth holding it together. He said to me the other day, "Don't die. You've got a great bum." Well, that's about as romantic as it gets now.
Truthfully, that's kind of what it's like when you meet somebody in a bar right now. It's not that different. Do you guys cry together?
No.
No.
No, I've seen that he has been crying. He comes down, he has an office upstairs, and I see that he has been crying. So we just have a hug and then get dinner.
One of the questions I want to ask you, as you approach, you're about to enter that great stage of one's life where they get to find out what's next. Do you have an idea?
No, there's nothing next. That's all right.
Yeah.
What you get is a life. A baby's a miracle. You open a baby's fist, and they'll close their fist on your hand and hold on. And what they've got is a life. And to live it as best they can, that's what you get. And you don't need anything else. You know, you got that.
You don't believe in a God, I guess, if there's nothing after life.
I believe in kindness. I think it's very communicable, just as meanness is too. But even more so, more powerful. Strangers hold doors for one another in the downtown area, always. Almost always. And sometimes they say thank you and sometimes they don't. But there's something in us that says, if I hold this door, it helps this other person. And the person who comes through the door is a little bit changed. A tiny, tiny little shift in the plates that someone held a door for me instead of it shutting. Great consideration for one another. That's what's going to save the world.
Regret is such a weird word, but do you have them?
Have what?
Regrets.
More babies. Now, isn't that a piece of vanity that I can't think of much? I flew an airplane. I'm a licensed pilot right now, although I don't think anybody would let me in an airplane right now, but I'm a licensed pilot. I wanted to do that. I swim in the ocean. I married the man I loved. 4 wonderful kids. Not a big screw up. I never did anything that I'm deeply ashamed of. I'm embarrassed by a lot of things I did.
Now, you've spent so much of your life providing care for other people that you're at a stage in your life when you sort of, I think I've heard you kind of reject the idea. You don't want to.
No, I'm going to mess this up.
Yeah.
I wish I were more generous, but I've been self-sufficient self-sufficient all my life. I think from the very early childhood. And I have so many friends who would like to help me, and I'm just gonna. I hope I get more mature about this, but it's my idea of hell. But
is having people fuss about it?
Yes, yes, or bring casseroles. Thanks a lot, and more squash soup. Oh, I'm thrilled.
Do you get that?
Oh, lots of squash soup.
Are you part of the planning of your funeral?
Oh yes, there's no funeral.
No funeral?
Yeah. No, we've planned it perfectly. Humphreys, which is where we're hoping to be shipped in a box, says, "Are you sure about this? We want no funeral, no visiting, nothing."
No way, because what happens?
I don't know.
But your life has affected so many people. They want to say goodbye to you. They want to say goodbye.
They're bringing squash too.
Not everybody.
It seems like it.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're awfully good at your
You're very
job.
kind.